here. It's time. We are on the final chapter. We have this, and then next week, and then that will be that. This game is over, and then next year it'll be the second game, Goodbye Despair, which is the better game, with the better people, with the better characters, and the better everything. It's my favourite of the series. And then after that, I'm not going to be playing Ultra Despair Girls, because it's more of a shooter kind of game. Not my kind of game. When I tried playing it, I could not. I got so frustrated that I couldn't even enjoy the story. So, sorry about that. We might do a watch party of the anime that follows these two games. Follows sort of. You have to know both this game and Goodbye Despair to know that anime. And then after that, we probably won't play V3 for my own sanity. Thank you. I know a lot of people are like, all V3 people. V3 is awful. Not awful, it's just... Oh. Okay, anyway. Let's keep playing. The ultimate despair. Please let me know about the sound and everything as well. As usual, thank you. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed, except you don't know who any of those people are. But right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. It's locked, but we have a way to open this door. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Hey Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open the door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... Yes, it opened!
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage! Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. Deadly life. We're just skipping daily life entirely. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal bar leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. That's one choice for an angle, isn't it? We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Yeah, mood. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So long. How long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family has always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Really, I really wish they'd choose a different angle. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains... Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However...
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However...
There is something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. I mean, like, he disappeared from her life, leaving her alone when she was young. Of course she'd want to... He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future.
However...
But he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument. And young as I was, he left me behind. I don't like her father! I'm sure there was a reason for that. Not a good one! I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him, but he didn't!
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. I blame him! He was a father! He was the only parent you had left! I blame him! That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true. Okay, good.
However...
But there's one thing that I can never forgive. Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However...
It wasn't. But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's so fucked up! Emotional damage. Oh, that's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family, in order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever. I have no Doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, just cut him out like that. Makoto, shut up with your fucking nuclear family and your parents who both loved you. Shut up. Shut up.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? No! Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear it say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. Yeah, because you have a nice little family where everyone actually likes each other and is lovely and is, like, not terrible. You don't know, Makoto. You do not know. So instead, I said nothing. Yeah, good call. Good call, Makoto. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Post Pig is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... looks like we're back.
Whew.
I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favour. So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too, you helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. It's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't.
Because
the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. Mastermind is ensnared? Said something like that before. What does it mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment when where the mastermind let the guard down. There was?
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Yes. I mean, yes, I could go there quickly through the map, but I feel like it's much more dramatic to do it this way.
Well now.
Hey! Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead! What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. We're really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished! Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do?
Shing!
If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I've got to punish you again!
Angry!
And this time I won't leave anything to chance! Kyoko,
Right.
do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
now,
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
Huh?
I lose?
Hey!
You! Explain yourself! What do you mean by that?
because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the blackened and then executed, right?
Mm.
Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you would never imagine that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right,
And in response to that unexpected development,
indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Makoto. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You took a big game. You're saying the blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well?
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that.
Mm.
What is this, a comedy routine to make such bold claims without a shred of evidence?
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth.
Boom, boom!
And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type!
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Mm.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat.
Mm.
If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Makoto's trial over again. Only this time you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Makoto's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Very.
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So time for beer jokes. Now, what you suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
In other
Does
words,
that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, then that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown. He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So, for the final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right! Every last mystery that's pouring around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain myself!
then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you. Koalas aren't bears. So, I'm gonna have to take points from you for that one, Monokuma.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school,
You guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all of that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that. For sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement. You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations, and having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception, it's part of the regulations, which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step at Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd you go quiet all of a sudden?
Now I'm really angry!
I'm done talking! I've got nothing left to say to you! So get lost, would ya? Why are you so mad?
Whew.
He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave me alone! Get out of here! Okay, I'm going. You really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, I'm not saying all that. Alright, I'm gonna go for a quick break. I know it's pretty soon into the stream, but my pleasure is an issue. And just like that, we were out of the gym. Alright. This is interesting. Alright, I'll be back. Sorry. I'm back and I just hit my knee against my desk. I'm okay. Hi, Cass. I already had water. I have like a full bottle. I needed the bathroom because, you know. Oh, I'm okay. But I will, in fact, hydrate. Ow. No, only will be fine. It's fine. Okay. He's still sore. It's fine. It'll be fine. It's fine. This is how I react when I injure myself in a stupid way. Alright. Hi. I'm back. How are you, Cass? I could hardly believe it, but somehow ended up not getting executed. I mean, you didn't kill anyone, did you, Makoto? Or did you? I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Yay! Cookies! Yes. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Okay, do we have to talk to Kyoko? Do we have to leave? Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you. I mean, is it?
However,
don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. What? Just adjusting some stuff. Window open. It's gonna long. Yeah, true.
whew,
But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. You're engaged? Kyoko, oh my god. Sorry. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let their guard down, like I said. So when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
so
I wasn't there to hear it myself. Do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen,
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable. I mean, what if you had the ultimate, I don't know, like electrician or someone who's really good with machines, mechanics on your side? I don't know, just a thought.
indeed.
Don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing's extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow, the mastermind was able to do it. You did say it was a group of people!
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world.
it would seem
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all of the rules and regulations were designed. I can talk and I can read. To encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody. I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure Celeste would have killed her for me at some point. Like, come on. Come on.
in other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope, to kill each other and sink into despair. The mastermind wants the world to see that. to try and prove that despair is better than hope. Okay, so here's my other question. Is there someone working on, like, the captions for those who don't speak Japanese? Because, like, here's the thing with that. They're broadcasting it to the entire world. These students are in Japan. They're speaking Japanese. Like, we're looking at it in English because this game is translated into English for us. But, like, really? They're speaking Japanese. So is there, like, someone off in the corner just translating everything hurriedly into, like, every language? Do you have the ultimate linguist there doing that? I want to know that. What? Why did this come to me? Gotta have closed captions for those deaf viewers as well. Come on. The people with auditory processing disorder. Come on, there has to be someone doing all that. If you're broadcasting it to the world, it's gotta be done. So that's their goal, is the ultimate despair. What? The ultimate communications department? Exactly. Exactly. They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. I need to read these things before I just hurriedly say them faster than I'm reading it. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words...
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this would have been a game. This wouldn't have been a game. I need to stop. I need to pause. I need to read. What a one-sided slaughter.
At the very least.
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us. Sorry, wrong voice. I'm Makoto now. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves, right?
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished, but in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me. Added several stab wounds.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial following all the proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial, they didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. Oh, by the way, Cass, I absolutely showed them the wrong ending. Because you got to. You gotta do that. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
I need to read who's talking. To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words...
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they had violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge. Makoto, she just told you she's the ultimate detective. I'm pretty sure her hunches are right more often than not.
However...
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. She's the ultimate detective! Makoto! I didn't have the slightest clue. You're not the ultimate detective, Makoto!
Wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
But it looks like I got it right. This time at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanour is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic. Makoto!
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. Yeah. There is no option except to win! I don't know why I do it that way.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. Yeah, that's fair. Not that any of them except Byakuya will be any help, but, you know, give them a heads up. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible? Well, no, because 3 of them will not be helpful at all. Huh?
anyway,
Anyway, right now, we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorms somewhere. Shall we go? I mean, like, Kyoko, you do remember that you spent the beginning of the last trial trying to convince Hiro that you were not, in fact, a ghost. Like, Hiro is not gonna be any help. Hina is not gonna be any help. Toko has shown signs sometimes of actually having a brain, but she is not helpful. Even if she is smart. I don't know. Is she? Alrighty. Let's go. We're walking the long way. I'm not quick traveling. We have to make this dramatic. Nope, it's this way. I know where we're going, it's fine! This school isn't a maze. No, that's the bath. I'm used to coming at it from the other side, so... And suddenly we were greeted with... Yeah, I'm not saying that. Yeah, no, that's... I saw the emu and was like, oh, it's Monaco. No, you again. I mean, like, I key smash sometimes, but why do you have an IP address in there? Same Monaco, honestly. Is he broken?
Whew.
I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. Okay. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah!
Is that Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it, that's Makoto!
I mean, who else was it gonna be? You're locked in. Similarly, everyone else is locked out.
Huh? You survived?
Toko looks happy about it. Look. She looks happy about it.
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
Oh, Byakuya, thanks for the compliment. Oh.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
I'll make you a ghost in a second, Hero. What the Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. That's so mean. Get away. Shoo, shoo. And in a flash, my tears dried up. Yeah, maybe we should have taken a shower first. Alright. Alright, let's...
Yo!
Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I shouldn't have talked to Hiro. I didn't go to the spirit world.
You know?
Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? Yeah, no, that's fair. Hannah. So what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again. And no dice, all the rooms that we've locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. And then, where can we go to find new clues? Right, Toko. You stink. Are you rotten? Rotten physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while. The smell is so smelly. Toko, I thought you were the ultimate writer. Can you not come up with something better than the smell is so smelly? I can't do this. I can't deal with this. She seems happy for some reason. Oh, Toko. I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me either. Do you realize why it is you escaped execution? It was alter ego. It saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say they had their lives saved by a computer program. Imagine it was a learning experience for you. Oh, pardon, don't
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. Well, I just did. And I hated every second of it. Well, that's not true. Hina was alright. Hyakki was alright. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Huh?
Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you.
Huh?
Then, who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You saying the mastermind killed Mukuto? So, I've been playing Pokemon Violet, and one of the storylines involves a team of high school students who have set up bases, and there's some talk about there being a mastermind behind it all. And let me tell you, brain making these weird ass connections like, oh, mastermind, okay. Not to mention, Taylor Swift just released a song called Mastermind. My brain has been like, Taylor Swift is behind the killing game. Clearly. Saying the mastermind killed Mukuto?
That's right.
It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Mukoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However,
But his decision... Taylor Swift, the 16th student, hiding somewhere in the school. Watch out for her. The one they call the ultimate despair. Yeah, exactly. But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
Spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
However,
he had information that no one else did. But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackens be executed. The mastermind broke the rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
Kyoko and Byakuya's voices are so similar. Byakuya's is just a little bit deeper when I do it, and sometimes I don't entirely switch. I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. Yeah, that's because you don't got a single brain cell up in there. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So, knowing all of this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukoto, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind? But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Huh?
Every last mystery?
But
But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh,
Everyone? Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? Oh, I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with my master. Yeah, your master isn't though, is he? I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
But
figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mukoto and all the school's mysteries. It's a pretty tall friggin' order. Hero. Well, you're not gonna do it, are you, Hero? You're not the one that's doing it. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries! Oh my god. Koto, you're just so... There's many reasons I prefer the second game. One of them being the point of view character is not as, Makoto's great. I just cannot relate to him at all. I'm not so sure about that. Huh?
I
can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until cannot speak. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step on Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Byakuya and Kyoko could just go off, have their own fucking conversations, and the rest of it, everyone else would just be like, what are you saying? I don't understand what you're talking about. They're on another level of intelligence.
Huh?
But why?
So, in other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukoto, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukoto, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. And Mukuro, added Mukuro, and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
That's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now?
What?
You're saying the mastermind is one of us? He's the only one that gets an accent. You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have said all that to confuse us. It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. Mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so there must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible, but if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but...
I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right?
Then maybe Monokuma was an autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. He responds to you. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Thank you. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Ding dong bing bong! How many more ding dong bing bongs do we have?
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode.
Ooh. I need to stop fidgeting with scissors and other random things on my desk.
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look
Interesting.
wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit.
Or rather, let Makoto, Kyoko, and Byakuya solve the mystery while the other three just let things happen to them.
Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Listen, I love the characters, but we are very aware that other than Makoto, Kyoko, and Byakuya, the rest of them are useless. The exception being Sakura, because I love her too much to call her useless, and also she did break the rules to open the headmaster's office for us. So, but yeah.
That's fine.
I missed that. No, it's F2. Okay. How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms. The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But let me have a chance to have a shower first. I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Tagami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility. Yeah, okay, Byakuya. I know you actually care about Makoto.
Goodbye.
Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master! He didn't take me with him! Of course he didn't!
Hey.
Do you blame him? But without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream. So coffee. Or coffee! You're totally useless! What? Oh, coffee with cream without the cream or the coffee. So nothing. What are you talking about? What were you saying, Toko? Okay, bye. You weren't going to be any help anyway. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. Bring back Genocide Show, it's fine. Genocide Jack. Genocide Jill. Whatever you want to call her. And now she's gone. And you're going to go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too. Alright, go be useless by yourself, that's fine.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
I don't understand how Hiro makes it this far. I really don't. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall.
Aww.
Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know, except it's that I don't trust everyone.
I mean...
But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I mean, at least she sees it. It's just dependent on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. When?
Huh?
Makoto? That's really nice of you to say. She literally voted for you to die. Makoto, what are you talking about?
But
still, I don't know. Still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figure at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. Listen, Hina, you have great skills in other areas. And that's going to come in useful later in life, probably. It does, in fact. Hashtag no spoilers. But, I'm talking about, like, later. But, you are not... This is not your strong suit. I think that's what yeah. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she just dashed out of the dining room. Okay, and once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
You're still gonna go. So you're gonna go off on your own too, right? Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so...
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground, except I'm still going to go everywhere, aren't I? And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right!
So then...
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
Correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone. Leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I gotta have a shower! When is he gonna have a chance to have a shower? He was literally just in the trash for hours. Still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. Wouldn't this just be all sorts of funny if Makoto ended up being the mastermind? And then we can all escape together! Investigate. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Kisaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So, where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. the headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Whoa, nice. Oh, look, he's got a little list. He wrote all his lists down. He has better handwriting than I do. Look, he does the little stars for bullet points. Oh, cute. It's cute. This. Alright. Gates open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Maybe it is. Well, no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. Ancient ruins. Yeah, no, it is. Alright. Oh my gosh. We go in here? Oh my gosh. Bed is completely torn apart. Really? That just looks like it's your bed, but with some paper and bloodstains on it, and it's a bit dirty. I mean, it's not even really bed anymore, it's just garbage. I don't need any Monokuma coins. I have all of the presents. Opened the door just a crack, glanced aside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubber. Okay, now we leave. Okay. Okay, so this way. This is the girls' bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. Oh my god, Makoto, get over yourself. Okay, this is goddamn immaculate compared with out there. What the hell? How is this so clean and tidy compared with... Oh my god. Okay. Oh no. This room is filled with lockers. Must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class of 4 hours must have used these lockers. Should I look at every single locker? There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know. It's, okay. I don't need the coins. I'll take them, but I don't need them. Okay. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. It must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms in the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open these up. So does that mean... Well, let's just give it a try. And then... No luck. Which maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which none of us can do it. Okay, that's freaking destroyed. I'm gonna do this for all of them, it's fine. Just to be annoying, it's fine. This one's just open. I'm sorry, I know I'm being annoying. Okay, let's leave. We'll come back and open them all later. I mean, look at this. Why? You thought he unlocked all the doors. Come on, Monokuma. This room doesn't feel like a student's room. There's a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Oh my gosh. The headmaster's been getting drunk at the school. Desk is home to a computer. Must belong to the headmaster. Nice. Leather chair. There's a PC on the desk that must belong to the headmaster.
It would
Whoever
seem...
used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. We might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However...
There's not much though, nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. The group was responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
Whew.
But I guess that's the best you could do as a complete kitty failure. I mean, here's the thing. I can understand Kyoko's dislike for her father. My experience is different, but I get it. Like, you know, her father did abandon her. Like, that's, you know, just, but any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
Correct.
Let's see, that's a good outlet to have. Ultimate despair. I love them. No, I don't know what I'm saying. Ah, there's a strange gap in the wall. Yes, Makoto, it's a strange gap. It's not at all a secret door. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something? Or obviously what was supposed to be a hidden door?
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze? It's coming out?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space, does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? No. She's making shit up. I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick. Yeah, so easy I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we could assume that it must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. If Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Like, here's the thing. Her father abandoned her when she was young. Of course she wouldn't think it would be her name. Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Or it did briefly, and she shoved it aside because her father abandoned her when she was young, not long after her mother died. Just a thought. I have a thing about parents who aren't proper parents. It's fine. Do you mind if I try it just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, do it. Try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. Is that all? Yeah. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
You're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay? In that case, here goes nothing. I clicked to myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. Typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in... That does not make up for abandoning your child who had just lost her mother. Thank you. What? It did it. Kyoko, it worked.
why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Yeah! Kyoko? Here's the thing, Makoto is established, like, in the first chapter as someone who's ordinary, with a nuclear family. You see, when you get that thing that was supposed to be the first motive, and you get, like, his family, his mum and dad and sister who are, like, happy, and a happy nuclear family, and they're just like, yes, everything is great. He does not understand what it's like if your family is not like that, which is actually the case for many, many people. And so, Makoto, you're lovely, you're very nice, but you do not get it, and you will never get it, and it's probably just best to let it be, you know? He hid a photo of himself with his daughter in a secret room. Like... Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not even have been in the room. The gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Alright, let's go. I better check out this. Oh, but fine. There's a brightly covered box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Vibe check! Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Just figured out what it is, maybe? I don't know. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by a heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitating glance inside and... She said not to scream, Makoto! Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. It's the guy from the beginning! There was a pile of bones after being in the rocket. I need to stop picking at my... It was bones. Yeah, no shit. Human bones and a skull. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. Yeah, why do you think it was wrapped like that? I mean, who would have possibly imagined? Kyoko. Apparently.
I see.
Just as I thought. What? What was in the box? It was wrapped up all nice, so I never would have get human bones. Oh, for God's sake. Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones! Yeah, I think they were her father's bones, Makoto. Get a clue.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? No! Kyoko's father. Not... Parents are tricky. The same man she's been searching for? Oh, hold on. How can you know that for sure? How do you know that it's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. I mean, Alter Ego wasn't wrong! It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but... Okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Alter Ego said the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
in other words,
that most likely my father was in this school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. Was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true kitty-kitty detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Yeah, but that's her business and she'll share as much as she wants to share. Thank you. The rest is for a therapist. Hidden room present has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. And believe me, you are all going to need a therapist after this. This filing cabinet seems like the kind of place you'd find a clue. I should take a close look, but I don't think... Oh my god.
Hey.
It's fine. Check whatever you want. Are you sure? Okay then. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top. Well, I found with piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh? Yeah, unlike his dedication to his daughter, which was non-existent.
Well?
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business, our legacy. Instead, he left it all behind. He could have been a father, but he left that behind.
Now,
If he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. It could be a job that he liked and was good at. Huh? This picture. Oh, it's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko.
Why would you?
Oh, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past. And yet, to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her. Not enough, though!
Why?
What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. This time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Whew, Kyoko, I know your father's pretty shit, but there's definitely worse fathers. At least your one hasn't, like, I don't know, murdered you, tried to murder you. I don't know, there's some pretty terrible people out there. Kyoko. In saying that, he's a terrible father. The headmaster's desk. It's probably Honey's, so I really want to check it, but I really don't. Oh my gosh, she already gave you permission to check whatever.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay, Ven, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this... It's an e-handbook, right? But it has a label on it that says in case of emergency. I find some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right.
It would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. We can open the lockers now! Why don't you hold on to it? But, Kyoko... I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Oh my god! She said to take it!
Hey.
Listen, Makoto? Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey.
Could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko, don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
Calm down. I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your father. I'm not calling him a dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. Yeah, but... Maybe that picture motivated him? Maybe he hoped to see me again someday? Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. A game theory. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry, I had to. And this is an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. Exactly! That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway...
Once I've gotten myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then, I'll see you later. Okay, it's another break time. Ugh. Alright, another break. I will be back soon-ish. Yes. Hello, I came back. I have tea. I decided to go with one without milk because milk's not going to help. For that matter. I mean, I have lactose-free milk as it is, so that wasn't really what I meant. What I mean is milk doesn't actually help with the sore throats. It can make it go a bit gluggy. So, I have some green tea, apple maple muffin flavored green tea. Green tea is great. I don't care what everyone else says about not liking green tea. I didn't either. And then I learned I was brewing it wrong. So, that's why. If you don't like green tea, you're probably brewing it wrong. 80 degrees, not boiling. Only for like a minute or two, not too long. Otherwise, the green tea gets burned. It makes an awful flavor. You have to do it correctly. Okay, anyway. Fine. This isn't Annalise Talks About Tea Time. We're getting to the bottom of this murder school time. Really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. Flashback. Find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. Speaking of tea, by the way, I have a candle going at the moment that's from Oasis Scenes, because it's where I get all my candles, and it's inspired by Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's called Four Nations. So it was one of the ones that you could get, and it would there was an inside color that you would reveal. Mine is red, so apparently I'm on the Fire Nation, but it's lotus flower and matcha tea, and it's so good. Not as good as Uncle Iroh's, which is bamboo and green tea, but no. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you. Pardon, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned this all out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is... Oh my god, do we have to do this again? We've had this scene come up like 4 times. It's only been an hour and a half, I don't know. Sure, I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people who take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. 15 of us met in the male hall. Add Mukuro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Even Mukuro. And she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are me, Byakuya, Hiro. Oh my god! Hiro was the mastermind all along. That's why he acts so stupid. Because no one suspects the idiot. Why his hair's so big it's full of secrets. Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Okay, it's leading us. Okay, normally it tells us if we can't get this way. This one? Alright. Let's open some lockers. I don't know which one we have to unlock, so we're gonna unlock all of them. It's not what I mean to do. Let's give it one more try. Yeah, let's go. Alright, just what I was hoping for. Nothing. Oh, wait, that's not nothing. It belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. I mean, look at that. You know whose it is. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order, and dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw, but the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Yasuhiro Hagakure. What? There's no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? How many Yasuhiro Hagakures do you think there are at this school? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes. Which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. We were all stuck into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? Nice. Cool. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? Sure. This is a crystal ball? Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used the locker. It's just not possible. Oh, Makoto. Right, that one can be unlocked. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Alright. Practically empty except for one little notebook. Just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside it. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. Look at this place. The owner's looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in their communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. Just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, is not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. They're kids. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. That doesn't make any sense, but sure. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. Yeah, she really doesn't like her father. And she's right. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was. I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing on this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. You already know she lost some of her memory. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, I liked the rest of the pocketbook. The writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. Add to the truth bullet section of your... But the more I see, the less sense it makes, because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro? A pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko? There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. Well, let's continue opening lockers. Okay, that's it. Are we done here? I think we're done up here. Now we have to go to... yes, K-Mouse is alright. And then the data center. We could have walked, but I don't want to. Not to the 4th floor. It was one thing when it was between the dorms and the gym.
Hey, Makoto.
But to the 4th floor from the dorms? Nah. The school is a maze. Ah, Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah,
So I figured if all the doors in the school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
but...
Although, I couldn't bring myself to open it.
Cause, I mean...
Well, I've looked around a whole new floor, and you've just been standing here. Because it might explode, right? And that really sucks, so you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. She is. She hates you. She wants to bring Sakura back. She is a lesbian. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Wait! Let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Then I race over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead! Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was...
Huh?
Whoa! This place is totally sci-fi! Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Some kind of hatch on the floor, but right now I'm not concerned about that weird device. Really? You're not gonna look at the hatch? Sure. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. Well, Hifumi's dead, so thank goodness. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. I love how my closed caption says cockpit. So yeah, it's a cockpick. Oh no. Then could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just... or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Him was already jabbing away at the control panel.
Huh?
Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center. I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of the room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door. The room we were just in, that's where the strange noise came from. Probably better go check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I just cheer you on from over here. Oh my god, Hina. Fine. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Maybe I should try and talk to Monokuma. Hey! Give me all your donuts! Is that you, Hina?
What?
What? Oh man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Guess what I found? A self-destruct button! Whatever you do, don't push it!
Too bad.
Aw, man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside.
Ah.
Whoa! Hey, Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma.
Huh?
Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma?
Ooh.
What? For real? Yep, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room, and this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true... Very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough part. Oh my god, the same scene again! We get it! There were 16 students! And they were all high school students. And the only people who've been in Hokuto's Peak have been those 16 students. And the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student? Hiding somewhere in the school. The one they call the ultimate spear. Watch out for her. Oh, it can't be. There's no way, right? Nice. Monokuma control room has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like the face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible. But I really hope it's not true. You want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, I want to see the hatch. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah, no. Oh my god, I want to check the hatch! Let me check the hatch! Ada! Let me check the hatch! No! Fine. room. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door! It just locked on its own. What? Hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked, but why? Of course it's locked! Because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fear. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving. In that room.
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are.
So
right now you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo!
you're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you're as thorough as you could have been? No! I wanted to check the hatch! Hina! Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? I tried to. No way. Hatch on the floor? Too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it. Hina!
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now, then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace! He's gone, but
So
was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? Yeah. In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then, when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault. It's Hina's fault!
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving. That's very true. Time for Candle to go bye-bye.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna run around and tell everyone what we found here. Okay, you do that. I will keep investigating. Nice! You've got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. Hina took off at a full sprint. And I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. I'm going to the headmaster's office, right? Why does this school feel like a freaking maze? I hate it. No. Yeah. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Yakia. There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. Even in the headmaster's room, there's a monitor. Even in the headmaster's room, there's a surveillance camera. Yeah, the plan was always to let you in go. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class number 78 student registry. It contains profiles for all of us and Mukuro.
So in other
Apparently,
words...
class number 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right, it also mentioned class number 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other
there
words,
can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusawa, the 16th student, hidden suddenly in the school. One they call the Ultimate's Despair. Watch out for her. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
so in other words,
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? No, I can't. Byakuya. Yagami-senpai, please. Seems to be some kind of sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of
Interesting.
man he was, but I'm glad he left such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair, and I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. She's literally the ultimate soldier. Of course she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. The fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after her. Oh, but if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubts about it now. But, that mean Mukuro and the mastermind were allies? Yes. So why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seems to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
what?
What's wrong, Mukuro? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information without that file that you should know. Well, what is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. I mean, yeah, her face does look familiar. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and even less, I wouldn't call it vitals. 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. I'm too gay for that. No, sorry. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible. But it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. He wants us to do something for him. Byakuya-senpai. Mukuro's profile has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice for me? Byakuya! Advice? You're giving me advice? Seems to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. Not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other
The
words,
cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches seem to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Student registry, apparently that's us. It's like us, Bukuro was apparently a new student here. Bukuro, part of the ultimate spear, which means you're in the Headmasters, should have been allies, but then why with the outlets line, weren't they friends? Okay, I think we're done in here. Alright, now we go up to the 5th floor, where... What? That way? Yeah. We've got to go to... the dojo, the biolab, and the garden. Pun. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. It's so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall, and on the left side there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side, there's some kind of weird machine or something. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolag is actually a Borg? I should probably take a closer look around. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. Looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an auto-generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let us know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. Without our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge? While looking around, I think I get it. Seems clear to me now, it's some kind of makeshift morgue. About those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so that whenever a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which means it's like each slot lit up in blue. Another one of the victims is biolab lights. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and it's defeat the mastermind! And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 6 alive students does not equal 16. Okay. Hey, Toko. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you had found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything but one simple clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? Well, there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give me back my precious time! Calm down, Coco.
What's your
Don't tell
problem?
me you need to calm down. You need to calm down. You have an idea of what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless. Good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master Will! I mean, yes. I don't want that! I'm sick of always being looked down on! Why won't anyone accept me? Here's the thing. We would have accepted you if you hadn't been acting like this right from the beginning. Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Jesus. Okay. Okay, so we don't have anything in here. Garden time. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here? More chickens. Frizzler. Good check. It's not on the tool shed. Didn't find anything even close. It's not. It must be. Could it be in the biolab? But of course, it's not the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. The tarp. Killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says biolab, and no one could have accessed the biolab except the mastermind and Kyoko. Interesting. Cool. I think that's it. Yeah. That's all I really need to check here. Alright, let's go back to the biolab, my friends. Or not. Ding dong. Ding dong, bing bong. Bing bong?
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely?
No.
Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
Okay.
For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, there's no doubt about it. This could be a trap. Even knowing that. He said to go to the gym, right? Oh, come on, I wanted to have a dramatic walk down to the gym. Oh, hey, hero. Makoto! Why'd you act so surprised? No reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement right now. Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What did he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go! Hero, wait! There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. But Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Suspicious. It's our very adorable headmaster!
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome, hello! Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. Envelope? This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Features a whole bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. Plus, yeah. Because everyone had come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. I like how some of them are in uniform, and then there's just Celeste and Leon and Hero, who I was just like, nah. Even Junko is technically in the uniform, she's just wearing it badly. Wait, but there's someone hiding behind Sayaka. Someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. You sure? Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. She does look familiar. That's right, when Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file. Mukuro Kusaba? She does have a very you know, I feel like I've seen her face before. Then this girl is... Wait, why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matched in uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. You said where? Where are you, Makoto? And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. Yeah, there's Celeste, Mondo, Leon, Mukuro, Sayaka, Hiro, Sakura, Fumi, Haka, Junko, Chihiro, Kyoko, Toko, Hina, Byakuya, which has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy, so it's natural for me not to be in this picture. But what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean, could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you going to keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kind of getting in the way standing there, you know? So, I mean, get out! But
How strange.
I told you I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? They'd be totally out of left field. Okay. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Nice. Group photo has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. So in the end, all I found in the gym, in the end, didn't even matter, was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looked so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Easy. Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Okay. Oh, Byakuya! Listen, do you think we can talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked by. What the? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Okay, fine. No. Okay, let's see. Hey, Hero. Hey, Hero! Makoto! What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No. Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hero, what's wrong? Still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I'd found. It's like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? Biolab, let's go back to the morgue and see the dead bodies. I decided to visit the biolab one more time. The first thing I saw when I got there was her passed out again. Huh? Toko? Toko, are you okay? No, she's not dead, is she? No. What? It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold, I think I might catch cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
I see.
What? I was asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh,
Have you reached that certain age?
Then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Okay, so what did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo basinga. No! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much secret.
You SOB!
Don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Singer. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember.
Yes!
So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. Yeah.
Huh?
But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I will slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya's around somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so. I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Okay, bye. Totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point in asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. I wonder, why Toko? Hemophobe. Hemophobe, not homo. Yeah. Would have fainted. The fridge, it's open. But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko,
Makoto.
it's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen,
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
it would seem...
it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and, well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot here. I really do not like the way that this game portrays the ID, but, you know, what are you gonna do? That's where she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything gotta be so difficult with her?
Anyway...
Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched, but suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body is in there. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. Is he just like a thing of butter here because of Mondo? I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there, that's it? Yeah, okay, we'll do that. And we will wait over there while we have a break. I need to give my voice a break. So, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. We're back. Yeah. Hello! Alright, let's get back to it. Fridge. Can't look inside. Oh my god. You know, I think yeah, it's the same one as I found in the garden tool shed. And if I remember, that tarp had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's a tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Tarp has been added in the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay. Should ask Kyoko about the group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier.
Whew.
You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Sitting here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. Okay.
Whew. Because...
But these ones aren't.
It would seem...
The blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's, is 9 in all. 9. 9 lights? Okay.
Whew.
Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can go do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood. It seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blows to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. That means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. They had absolutely struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only option is those other wounds. But the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because...
All the Monokuma file says they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be creating several days old with simply old.
However...
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. You're saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have anything to do with it.
So then...
What if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
At the very least...
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to protect the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words...
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work, but beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. Nice, Kyoko's account. Okay.
Hey,
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
So...
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the course. So then...
Indeed.
And don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case is without a doubt Mukuro Kusaba. Okay.
And?
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
So then...
And it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad living it out like this?
Why?
Sad? Did you forget? She was our enemy once. Part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey.
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
Whew.
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
So then...
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Oh, hold on. So I have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kirk about. Uh-huh. The pocketbook. If I don't do it now... Hey, Kirko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
What?
Go ahead then, out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What? So...
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
Indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you'd need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
One you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
Why did you say that?
Because...
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
What? If that's true...
What does that mean? The video is real too? Video?
Makoto.
But I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse. That might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
So...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD? It says Class 78 Urgent Interviews?
So...
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
Anyway...
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now, but I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Nice! Alrighty.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
In other words...
So, as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
However...
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Hugo's eyes burnt with the fire of determination. Determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why does it bother so much to know he suffered? How he suffered? Here's the thing. The chance to ask what you wanted to ask, to tell him how you felt, was stolen from you. Of course you feel awful. It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So that's it for my rambling. There's so much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. It's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Sorry if that was strange.
So then...
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leave behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. Better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko says something about hopeless truth, but no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose! Alright, let's take a long dramatic walk down to the first floor. To the AV room. Just because long dramatic walks are fun. So yeah, things are starting to come together. You have any ideas on what's going on? No spoilers, just guesses. Oh yeah, I have to go all the way around because this is a fucking maze. I hate this. Like, the stair layout doesn't make sense. In fact, nothing about this layout makes sense. This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well, then I better take a look. Took the DVD, Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the black wonder. Must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? Took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long unless she was.
Okay then. Are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man position on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
Sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. Total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe.
You did a terrible job.
As
You're
the headmaster
both
of
dead.
Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
It's a fun cue. That's where the video cut out. There's a lot I hadn't understood up till now, but only this. I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard, because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame me for murder. So why Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? Intently thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on the screen. My eyes started back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. You know, we're having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the iron here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes.
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
Huh.
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same screen again and again with the others. Yakia? Coco? Hina? Everyone. They all said they agreed to live in this school forever. And then... Coco. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father, and when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself had suddenly turned off. Which, of course, meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie, looks like it broke out of service. What, just happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now, then, when, doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Don't my ass, you cut with power and purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. It asked the question, that it would say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too. And when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation with myself. A disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Interview DVD... Ding dong bang bong! Is this a final ding dong bang bong?
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you-know-where.
It's time. It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. This is the end. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto,
You're early, Makoto.
listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. Where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said. Byakuya! Byakuya? They arrived one after another, and they were all in the same state of shock. Oh, Hina? Hero? Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me and so I appeared.
I'm late! Strong, silent master is so wonderful, so cool, so hot, my loins are ablaze!
Yes!
Now listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful scissors!
With my sharp scissors in my hand, I'll stab and gouge and shiv the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what master wants, it can be boy, girl, anything in between. I can handle it. Am I?
whew,
No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Is everyone here? Ooh, and where are our gloomy Gus faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin!
Thrills,
The
chills,
fun-
kills!
The final class trial is going to be slathered in pitch black despair, climaximum sorrow.
that's fine.
You're right, this is the final class trial, and this time, it'll be fair.
How strange.
What do you mean, this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a beer in good standing, you know.
Unbelievable.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today,
And I'll
I'm
make-
feeling white.
And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure, let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
You guys.
So don't try and run away. Nothing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Or whatever.
In the name of my family.
This will be over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Nobody made eye contact, nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
All acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
however,
But you know what that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us about it soon. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready.
so...
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. And that is where we will leave it for this time. Hi, I'm gonna be over here now. Let's see who's streaming. No one I want to send you to, really. And it's... I don't know if it would even be worth it. This sounds bad. I just know there's only bots at the moment. Okay. just wrap it up here. And next week will be the finale. It might be a bit longer than the usual episodes, but yeah, we'll finish up. We will do the last try. We will finish up this game. And then we'll be able to do like December Christmassy stuff. So that'll be fun. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Bye.